Still plenty of football to be played in and around Europe, including the Europa League, with a spot in the Champions League next season on the line. Who's going to come out on top? We'll talk about the quarterfinals next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video, this time looking forward to the old quarterfinals of the old 2018-2019 Europa League first leg, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button, keep your bang up to date with all things Europa League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. Now, before we jump into the old quarterfinals, we're going to hopefully take a look back at the old second round. Or was it third round? Last 16 anyway, second leg, to see how many of my predictions I got right. And of course, how many I got wrong. So let's kick it off. So opening it up, it was Dynamo Kiev up against Chelsea. And the Premier League bad boys opened up with a 5-0 convincing win over in Ukraine. I actually saw it as a 2-2 draw, so I got that one absolutely wrong, boys. Salzburg took on Napoli in another surprise result here, with Napoli losing. That's right, Salzburg coming on top, 3-1 winners, but it wasn't enough to get them through to the next stage. It was a victory. The aggregate score was enough for Napoli to go through. I actually saw it as a 2-1 win for Napoli, so got that one wrong as well. FK Krasnodar took on Valencia as well, and that ended all square, boys, 1-1, and that result was good enough for Valencia to go through. And I actually saw it as a 1-1 draw myself, so I got that one bang on the nose and a nice pat on the back. Inter Milan took on Eintracht Frankfurt a couple of weeks back, and that ended up as a 1-0 win for the Germans, who look very good over in the Bundesliga, possibly pushing for Champions League football without the use of the old Europa League backdoor. I actually saw it as a 2-0 win in favour of Inter Milan. So got that one absolutely wrong, folks. Into the second half of the draw, Benfica took on Zagreb, and that ended up as a 3-0, convincing 3-0 win for Benfica to send the Portuguese outfit through to the knockouts, to the quarterfinals. I actually saw it as a 2-1 win in favour of Benfica. So got that one result right, and that's will do nicely for Benfica. Slavia Prague took on Sevilla, and it caused a bit of an upset here. 4-3 winners for Slavia Prague to set up a quarter-final match with Chelsea. I actually saw it as a 2-1 win going the other way in favour of La Liga's Sevilla. So I got that one absolutely wrong. But one of them I did get absolutely right was the Arsenal victory over Stade Reims. Ended up 3-0 winners after their shocking first leg collapse. I actually saw it as a 3-0 win as well. So I got that one bang on the nose as well. And wrapping it up, Villarreal took on Zenit St. Petersburg. And there'll be another Spanish side in the old quarterfinals. And that was a 2-1 victory over Zenit. Actually, so it was a 2-0 win for Villarreal. But that's good enough for them to take on their fellow Spanish side, Valencia, in the quarterfinals. So that's the teams that make it through. Let's take a closer look at the draw itself. Arsenal will be taking on Napoli. And this game will take place on the 11th of April. Now, Arsenal's record over Napoli is 50-50. They've won one and lost one. The last time that these two sides played each other over at the Emirates, it was a 2-0 win in favour of Arsenal, and that was back on the October 1st, 2013. That was in the Champions League. However, Napoli have also won away from home, so it's going to be tight. I actually think Arsenal will win this one 2-1 to give themselves a foot or the edge over them going into the second leg. Next up will be Villarreal up against Valencia. Now these two obviously duking it out season after season over in Spain, so they know each other quite familiar. Now it's actually quite difficult to predict between these two sides because their record, according to my stats, is 17 wins for Villarreal, 17 wins for Valencia, and 10 draws apiece. Very difficult to sway against. Now the record for this season over in La Liga, Valencia won the last time that these two sides played was the 26th of Jan, and then the flip match back over in Villarreal earlier in September, it was a 0-0 draw. But I think Valencia, because of their current form, the way they sit in the league, I think they're going to shade it, and I'm going to go with a 2-1 win. A 2-0 win, sorry, for Valencia over Villarreal to give themselves a chance already. Meanwhile, Benfica will take it on Eintracht Frankfurt. And obviously, like I said, Frankfurt's form in the Bundesliga is pretty good at the moment. 4 wins on the spin up against the Benfica side who... yeah, they've had an indifferent run of form, losing their last match, which was against... I don't know. I think it could be Sporting. I think they lost 1-0. But before that, they went on a nice winning run, at least 3 wins on the spin. So it'll be tight, but I'm going to go with Frankfurt on this one. 2-1 win to give themselves a chance to make it through to the semi-finals. They'll have it all to do, though. And wrapping it up, it'll be Slavia Prague up against Chelsea. Now, this could be the saving grace for Sarri and his old Sarri ball. If they could win this, win the old Europa League and get themselves through to the Champions League at the expense probably of a fourth place side, that could be a little bit of a spin on things. But anyway, Chelsea come to this decent form, winning 3 of the past 4 games. The only loss was against Everton, but most recently back-to-back wins against Brighton and Cardiff, up against a Slavia Prague side who, obviously dominate, one of the powerhouses over in Czech football. But unfortunately, I think they're going to lose this one quite convincingly. 3-0 winners for Chelsea to give themselves the edge and possibly a foot into the old semi-finals already. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button to get back up to date with all things Europa League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. And also, we'll be back for this second leg of the old quarterfinals of the Europa League very, very soon. Once the results come in the first leg, we'll be right on it. And while I still have you, drop your own predictions down in the comments section down below to see what you think will happen and see if you can out-predict the prediction king. That is me, boys and girls. We'll do it all again. And before we go, I want to let you know that there's other prediction videos live on the channel, the Champions League as well. And we're looking forward to the old African Cup of Nations, the Gold Cup, Copa America. That's all to come over the summer. So don't fear not, this channel will be still pumping out videos over the course of the summer months. But also, we try to take a little bit of a backseat break, because it's been a long old season. Anyway, folks, I'm going to let you get out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video again. Smash the thumbs up. Smash the subscribe. See you very soon. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.